We'll start class in a child's pose, so bring the knees just a little wider than the hips. Toes come to touch at the back of the mat. Settle the hips down onto the heels as you connect to the breath. Soften your third eye center down onto the mat. Unclench the jaw and feel your tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. Fill up, inhale through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Let it go. We're tapping into our Ujjayi breath, building heat in the body, detoxing, calming the central nervous system. One more deep breath in and out. Start to tent up the fingertips and walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. We deepen the stretch by softening the left hip down onto the left heel. And maybe if you want more here, you can take your left arm and wrap it behind the back. With each exhale, see how much deeper you can settle the hips down onto the heels. Start to tent up the fingertips again. Walk the hands back through the center of your mat. And then all the way over to the left side. This time, our right hand can stack on top of the left hands. If you took the bind on the last side, do it on this side too. So we wrap and bind the right arm behind the back. Imagine you're creating some space through each side rib on the right side body. Soften the right hip back down onto the right heel. Connect with your breath. Slowly start to walk your hands back through center. Soften deep into your child's pose. Start to come to an intention for your practice. Something you want to keep in mind as you flow. Whatever your intention is, start to visualize it as if you already have it. Knowing that we can create whatever we can imagine. Seal your intention in as you inhale. And as you exhale, send your intention out. Rise up, tabletop position. Tuck the toes, drop the belly, heart opens, gaze lifts. As you exhale, press the floor away, round through the spine, gaze between the thumbs. Tuck the toes, belly drops, heart opens. Move slowly as you press the floor away, round through the spine, our back ribs push up towards the ceiling. Tuck the toes, belly drops, heart open, shoulder blades squeeze together behind the back. Press and round. Inhale, lift and extend. Start to move into your dancing lion by getting into the right and left sides of the body, making snake-like movements. Move with your breath. Allow your head, your neck, your shoulders, every single part of the body gets into the movement. Allow your body to be fluid like you're moving through water. Find stillness and reach forward with the right arm, back with the left leg. Extend, and now draw your knee and elbow together in the center. Extend and press, right arm forward, left leg back, knee to elbow through the center. Extend and press. Knee to elbow rounds, and extends. Left leg back, right arm forward. You can reach back with your right hand and grip onto your left leg, open up the heart. If this isn't accessible for you, you can always stay stationary. Bring your right hand down, and now open your hips to the left side of your mat. Our left arm stacks on top of the right, left leg stacks on top of the right. We're in our supported half moon pose. Gaze up at your fingertips. You might take over the moon on this side as well, grabbing onto the foot, finding your baby back bends. Release. And now release the left leg down to the mat. Our bottom arm travels down the leg as our right arm reaches up and over at an angle over the ear. Release your right hand back down to the mat. Left arm follows, left knee drops. Rock side to side. Reset through the spine. And now lift the right arm up, circles through the right side body. We follow the fingertips with the gaze. Reverse the direction of the circles, coming forward. Moving the synovial fluid around in the shoulder joint, causing it to work more effectively. Sweep the right arm through the left side body, thread the needle. Our left arm comes at an angle over the ear, or you can wrap and bind behind the back. If you want a balance challenge, you might lift the left leg up to the sky, spiral the inner left thigh up towards the ceiling as you point through the toes. We're opening up the heart. Stack the shoulders one on top of the other, and now slowly release. Our left hand plants, our right arm reaches back up. Lift the gaze to the fingertips and exhale, release, right hand down, rock side to side. Reach the left arm forward, right leg back. Knee to elbow round through the spine, think cat pose. Extend and press. Knee to elbow round and extend. Knee to elbow round and extend. Hold it here, reach back with your left hands. Grab a hold of the right foot and open the heart up. Left arm reaches back forward, right leg back. Open up to the right side of the room. So we stack the right arm over the left, right hip over the left, supported half moon pose. Reach your hand back for the foot, open the heart, lift the gaze up. Exhale, release the stretch. Release the right leg down to the mat. Our right arm cartwheels down, left arm opens up, gaze up at the left fingertips. Feel the deep side stretch through the left side body. And exhale, release down on your mat. Rock side to side to reset through the hips, tabletop position. Left arm reaches back up as we circle through the left side body. Follow the fingertips with the gaze. And now reverse the direction of the circles. Make these circles as wide and as slow as you can. Left arm lifts up, gaze lifts. Exhale, thread it through, left hand through the right side body. Come down onto the left ear and left shoulder. Our right arm streamlines at an angle over the ear. You can even wrap and bind behind the back here if that feels good. Option to lift the right leg for a little balance challenge. As always, spiral the inner thigh up towards the ceiling, press through the toes. Feel the strength you're building through the legs and through the core. Slowly release as you unwind. Right hand plants back down, left arm opens up, and exhale, release. Rock side to side. Tabletop position. Tuck the toes under from here and start to hover the knees just barely 1 inch off the mat. Activate through the core. Draw your belly to your thighs, turbo dog, deep bend in the knees. So we're worrying less about grounding the heels and more about the belly to thigh connection. Now stretch your legs back for your first down dog of your practice. We pedal through the heels. Inhale, sweep the right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip and circle it out. You can take this with a bent or a straight leg. Find the movement through your hip. We're getting into the largest ball and socket joint in the body. So if you have a lot of tension here, just be patient with yourself. Know that this is why we showed up on our mat. Right leg lifts, knee to nose, Nasasana. Step the right foot forward, left arm down, right arm lifts. Twisted lunge. Come into your IT band stretch by bringing the right arm at an angle over the ear and rolling onto the pinky toe sides of both feet. Release the right hand down and walk your pose over to the left foot on the left side of the mat. We're in our Skandasana lunge. You can open up through the heart. You can bring the hands to heart center, or you can even wrap in binds. So right arm up, left hand down. Release your hands back to frame your front foot. Our left knee drops. Sweep the fingertips to the mat as you rise, low crescent lunge. Exhale, baby back bend, open the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, open up to the right side. Right arm down, left arm lifts, exalts. As you exhale, your hands come down to frame your front foot. Sink your hips back, half split. If full split is in your practice, you can always challenge yourself coming into a deeper variation. Soft, deep breaths. Slowly come forward. Tuck the back toes under. Right leg comes back to meet the left, high plank. Flow through your vinyasa by squeezing the elbows into the midline. Inhale for up dog. And exhale with control. Roll over the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Gaze at the toes, pedal through the heels. Find any movement you need. Sweep up with the left leg, bend the knee, open the hip, and circle it out. Circling in one direction, and then slowly back in the opposite direction. Left knee rounds forward to your nose, Nasasana. Step it through. Right hand down, left arm lifts. Twisted side lunge. Stagger your feet for your IT band stretch. Arm in line with the ear. Exhale, release the left hand down. Walk your pose over to the right. Skandasana lunge. We're bending into the right knee. Left leg long. You might open the heart, wrap and bind, or find prayer hands here. Exhale, release. Our hands come back to frame the left foot. Our right knee drops down. Sweep the fingertips to the mat as you rise. Low crescent lunge. Exhale, baby back bends. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, water will open to the left side. Left arm down, right arm up, exalts. As you exhale, take your hands down to frame the foot. Shift the hips back, half or full split. Take the variation that feels best in your body. Continue tapping into your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. As you inhale, start to walk your hands forward to frame the left foot. Come high on the ball of the right foot. Left toes meet the right. Flow through a vinyasa of your choice, knowing that each vinyasa is always optional. You can always just meet back in down dog. 2 deep breaths in your down dog, in through the nose and out through the nose. As you inhale, come high on the toes, step or float to the front of the mat. And now lift halfway, fold, forward, release. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. And now bone by bone, round yourself up to stance. Our shoulders stack over the hips, palms face forward, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or float, flow through your vinyasa, or skip it and meet in down dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, step or float. Halfway lift extends. Exhale, folds. Inhale, arms sweep up in line with the ears as we sink low into the hips. Toes come to touch, knees bend. Arms in line with the ears, shift the weight forward into the toes, lift the heels. Activate through the core, see how low you can go. Exhale, folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale for up dog, and exhale, roll over the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, right knee to nose, Nasasana. Inhale, sweep it up and back. Right knee to nose, round forward. Step the foot through the hands and rise up. Crescent lunge, lift the arms, lift the gaze. We're high on the ball of the left foot. Exhale, baby back bend, open the heart. Inhale, lift and extend. Hands through heart center as you hinge forward. Twist open to the right side as you stack the left elbow on top of the right knee and thigh. Open the arms or stay. You can always wrap and bind here if you have the space. So important to breathe into the core, especially in our twisted poses. This helps activate all the low abdominal muscles. Open up, warrior two. Bend into the right knee, gaze off the right fingertips. We're pressing into the blade edge of our left foot. Gaze off the fingertips on the right side. Reach forward, flip the palm, and reverse. Our left arm melts down the left leg, right arm up at an angle. Begin to straighten through the right leg, arms to a T. Toes point in. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, fold forward. Wide-legged forward folds. Start to walk your hands out in front for your wide-legged downward facing dog. You can stay in wide-legged down dog, or you can always come into hammock pose. Bring the hands wider than the shoulders, or as wide as the feet. Continue breathing into your stretch. We melt the heart down to the mat. Soften through the shoulders. Inhale, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Lift halfway. And exhale, fold as you walk the hands through the legs to the wall behind you. Bend into the knees and start to straighten through the legs. We're getting deep into the hamstrings. Slowly release, lift halfway. Walk your hands back to frame the right foot at the top of the mat. Tuck the left toes, right leg meets the left, flow through a vinyasa. Inhale for up dog, and exhale, roll over the toes, press back, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Left knee to nose, Nasasana. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose, round forward. Step it through. Rise high on the ball of the right foot. Arms sweep up, gaze lifts. Exhale, baby back bends. Inhale, lift and extend. Hands come through the heart center. Twist open to the left side of the mat this time. Our right elbow stacks on top of our left thigh. You can stay with prayer hands, or you can extend the arms out wide. Keep breathing into your core. We're toning our abs with our breath. As you exhale, open up, warrior two. Bend deep into the left knee, gaze off the left fingertips, sink low. Shoulders away from the ears, soften through the neck. Reach forward, flip the palm, and reverse. Melt the right hand down the right leg, left arm up at an ankle over the ear. Start to straighten through the left leg. Arms come up to a T. Turn the left toes in towards the right. Hands to the low back as you open up through the heart, baby back bends. Interlace the hands behind the back or grab a towel. Draw the fists down. And as you exhale, lead with the heart. Fold forward, wide-legged forward folds. Continue to breathe deeply into your stretch. Tap into your Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, building heat in your body, creating space. Without slingshotting the hands, gently release them to the mat as you lift halfway. Exhale, fold and rebend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, separate leg stretch. Our peace fingers can grip onto our big toes, or our hands can grab the ankles or bind on the outer edges of the feet. Continue pressing the head down and then inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, walk the hands back to meet the left foot. Frame it. Left toes meet the right. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, press back, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths in and out. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, step or float. Lift halfway, extend and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive to stance. Exhale, baby back bends. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Lift halfway. Bend the knees, hips back, arms sweep up in line with the ears. Utkatasana, chair pose. Palms face down as you come high in the balls of the feet. Activate the quads. Exhale, forward folds. Palms to the shins, halfway lifts. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float, flow through your vinyasa. Everyone meeting back in your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Right knee to nose, round forward. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it through. Step your foot between the hands. Left foot at an angle, warrior one. Sink low into the right knee. Exhale, baby back bend, open the heart. Inhale, lift the arms. Take your left arm, wrap it underneath the right. Eagle bind as you hinge forward. And now draw the left knee into the chest. Wrap the left leg over the right, full eagle binds. You can draw your elbows and knees together. Bow if you bow or stay. Contract through the core and now find airplane pose or warrior three. In airplane pose, our palms press up to the ceiling. In warrior three, our fingers are interlaced out in front of us as we kick through our back heel. Gracefully step back, warrior two. Bend into the right knee, gaze off the right fingertips. Sink nice and low. Extend so far out of the fingertips. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Inhale up. And exhale, let it go. Start to reach forward with the right hand. Flip the palm and reverse your warrior two. Begin to straighten through the right knee. Arms to a T. Imagine someone's pulling you by your right fingertips as you come into your Utthita Trikonasana on the right side. Gaze up at your top hand. Imagine you're leaning back against the wall. Body is long. Use your fingertips to draw yourself back up and reverse your triangle. Bend into the right knee. Our right hand comes down inside the right foot as our left arm sweeps at an angle over the ear. Gaze at your fingertips. Feel the length through your side body. Breathe into your inner thigh. Breathe into any sensations coming up. From here, bring your hands down inside of the right foot. Find a lizard lunge and then come back. Chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left knee up, Nasasana, knee to nose, round through the spine. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, Nasasana, knee to nose. Step the foot forward between the hands. And rise up, warrior one. Arms extend up towards the ceiling. Exhale, baby back bend, open the heart. Inhale, lift the arms. Take an eagle bind by bringing the right arm underneath the left. Lean forward, hinge at the hips. Hop onto the left leg as your right knee draws into the chest. Wrap the right leg around the left. Full eagle. Bow if you bow, elbows to knees. Imagine your body is a sponge and you're wringing out all the water, anything that doesn't serve you. Extend the arms, find airplane pose. Palms press up to the ceiling, right leg goes back. You can extend the arms out in front of you for a little extra challenge. Try to keep the low back nice and flat. As you exhale, step back with the back leg, open up, warrior two, left foot forward. Gaze off the left fingertips, keep pressing into the pinky toe side of the right foot. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, pumping warrior up. Exhale, release. Take two more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to extend. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, let it go, warrior two. Reach forward, flip the palm, and reverse your warrior. Our right hand melts down the right leg, left arm up at an angle over the ear. Begin to straighten through the left leg, arms to a T. Imagine I'm pulling you by your left fingertips. Reach forward. Left hand down, right hand up. Option to gaze up at the top hand or down at the big toe. Find the variation that works best for you, wherever you're at in your practice. Keep breathing. Inhale, use your right fingertips to exalt up, left arm at an angle. Bend back into the left knee. Left hand inside the left foot, right arm at an angle over the ear. Side angle stretch. Breathe into your right side body. Feel the expansion through the side ribs. Take your right hand down to the mat. Lizard lunge, left foot steps back to meet the right. High plank, move through your vinyasa. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, press it back, downward facing dog, gaze at the toes. Inhale, right leg lifts. Right knee to nose. Step the foot outside of the right hands. Find your lizard lunge by pressing into the right knee. You can drop your left knee down to the mat. So we're on the blade edge of our right foot. And now we're reaching back for our left foot with our right hand, coming into a quad stretch if you have the space. If this is not accessible for you, just stay in your lizard lunge. Take your hands back down inside of the feet. Sweep the right leg up and back. Right knee draws back into the chest, over to the left tricep. Find your fallen star. Sweep the arm up, extend through the side body, circle out the shoulder. Left hand comes down. Find pigeon pose, or you can come into a one-legged dog and sweep the knee forward, finding pigeon pose through that variation. Relax down into the forearms as you soften the jaw and the brow. Relax the hips. Allow your body to become heavy in this pose. You might even drop your forehead down to the mat or to a block. With each inhale, we stay as we are. With each exhale, we might explore a deeper variation of the pose. Notice how we can create space in the body just by our breath. Rise up onto the hands. Tuck the left toes under and sweep the right leg up and back. Right toes come down to meet the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left knee up. Left knee comes in. Lizard lunge, step the left foot outside the left hand. You can stay or use the left hand to press the left knee away. Soften down onto the right knee. I like to use my right hand to support me. And I like to find a back bend here when I reach back for my quad stretch. So I lift my sternum up to the ceiling and I lift my gaze up to the ceiling. Notice where your gaze goes, that's kind of where your body follows to as well. So the more we look up, the more height we get. Step it back, sweep the left leg up, one-legged dog. Left knee draws across to the right tricep. Find your fallen star or reverse dancer's bridge. Circle out the top arm. Allow this pose to feel good. Take the right hand back down to the mat. Find pigeon pose, or like we did on the last side, you can always sweep the left knee up. Find a one-legged dog and come into pigeon pose from that variation. In this practice, it's always important to listen to your body and to modify as you need to. Continue breathing into your stretch. Notice how one side of the body might feel a little different than the other, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly normal. No two sides of our body are ever going to be equal. Continue softening into the shoulders, relax the jaw. Allow the tongue to drop away from the roof of the mouth. As you inhale, come up onto the hands. Sweep the right leg around. We're finding a seated position on the mat. Ground down through the sit bones. Peel the skin away from the sit bones with the hands. Seated staff. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale with a flat back, fold over the legs. Soften the chin to the chest. You might lift halfway. And then exhale to fold just a little bit deeper. Knowing that all there is left to do is breathe and stretch and relax down into your mat. One more deep round of breath here, in and out. Slowly start to lift yourself up, away. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat as you shift your hips forward. Inhale, lift the arms. Lean back and lift the legs. Boat pose. We're activating through the core. Come down to low boat, palms face down. Inhale, up, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Bone by bone, as slowly as you can, roll all the way down onto the length of the spine. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Feel a sense of gratitude for your body and for everything it does for you. Find a figure 4 position with the right ankle planted on top of the left knee. Shift your figure 4 over to the left side body so the sole of the right foot is down on the ground and the side of the left thigh is down on the ground. From here, we open up the arms to a T, or as you can see, I'm using my left hand to press my right knee up a little. This helps open the hip and also twists my spine. Feel your belly rise and fall as you deepen your breath, remembering that these twists are great for our digestive system, great for our stomach and our solar plexus. Knees back into the chest, rock side to side. Plant the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Interlace your hands behind the right thigh, draw in. Important to keep your head and shoulders grounded as you're in this stretch. Flex through both heels. Drop the pose over to the right side of the body this time. We'll gaze off the left fingertips. If you want to use your right hand to press the left knee away, take that variation. Or to make sure you're breathing deeply, bring the palm to the stomach. Feel the belly rise and fall. Soften into your twist. Our solar plexus is where we store a lot of worry, anxiety, and fear. So you might feel these emotions melting away as you breathe into this space. Release your twist, knees into the chest. Find happy baby. Our hands grip the outer edges of the feet. Important to keep the shoulder blades and keep the lower back grounded in this pose. Notice how when you make these little micro adjustments, you find more space through the hips. Soften deeper into your pose, relax your jaw. You can find stillness or you can always find movement in this pose. Do what feels best in your own body. Exhale, release. Our legs go up towards the ceiling. Feel the blood drain from your feet. If you have a yoga block at home, I like to take my yoga block underneath my low back. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can press up into your shoulder stands. If you have a wall accessible, sometimes I like to put my legs up the wall. So it takes all muscle movement out of this and is fully restorative. Draw the knees into the chest. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Relax the mind. We're winding down, setting up for our most important pose of this practice, Shavasana, where we allow our bodies to fully relax. Extend the legs out long. Toes fall open to the sides, palms face up, receiving. Soften the jaw, soften the brow. As you exhale, feel the shoulders relax, arms are heavy, hands are heavy, fingertips are light. As you exhale, relax the torso. Feel your hip bones soften. Our legs are heavy, shins are heavy, feet are heavy, toes are light. Shavasana. I'll guide you out when it's time. Continue softening deep into your breath. On your next inhale, bring some movement back into your fingers. Bring some movement back into your toes. Press the arms up overhead. Point the toes. And draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Come back to that sense of gratitude for yourself, for your body. Roll onto your right side. Lay here for a moment before you press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Eyes stay closed. Inhale, sweep the arms up, cleansing breath in. And exhale, hands through heart center, releasing anything heavy and bowing in gratitude to yourself. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.